Okay, we'll go ahead and get started, and Darius can join us here in a minute. And we're on game number 3 of Dragon Heist. Yay! And last time, you all had went in to find Volo's friend Floon. And through finding him, you all infiltrated a Xanathar hideout and defeated 4 Kenku. And you got a little information out of him talking about following the yellow signs in the sewer. So you got a pretty good idea of where they probably have taken Floon. The guy that you rescued that you expected to be Floon was actually Rainier, one of the sons of the previous Open Lord of Waterdeep. And after rescuing him, you all went back to the yawning portal, leveled up, took a rest, and so forth. And you all are still at the yawning portal. And, you know, you see your old buddy Volo. He comes over and, you know, he's asking if you've had any progress with finding Floon. And what do you want to tell him, Damon?
This is we're hot on his trail. We found a friend of his, and I'll tell him about the Prince guy. So it looks like he's been taken by it's the Xanathar guys that took him, right? Not the Xantorum.
I think it was the Xantorum, wasn't
it? It was the Xants that took him, and if you remember in the warehouse there was a battle, and you found a bunch of Xanathar guild members that were dead.
So sounds like they spirited him away through the sewers.
Correct.
And they were coming to get the prince and take him down through the sewers too, from what I understand from that. So I'll tell them, says, yeah, we're hot on his heels, I think. Now we have to go into the sewers and have a try at that from all things pointing towards him in the sewer somewhere, and something about embezzling in money.
And, you know, Volo's happy that you all are pursuing this matter and, you know, trying to rescue his friend. And he's like, I don't want to step on anyone's toes, but he tells you that, you know, he's recruited some extra help for you. And he motions for Orem and Arva.
Avara.
Avara.
Avara. Avara. I thought you said Ara.
I can't believe you didn't trust us, Volo. I'm very disappointed in you.
Well, I figured that, you know, something nasty had happened to Floon and that you all could use the extra help. And Orem and Avara come over, and I'll let everyone introduce themselves and their characters now. And Bryce, since you were bitching, you can go first.
Well, since Volo is gone and recruited you, let me welcome you to the group. I'm Bry Caskmore. I am a liver of life. I am here. I've journeyed up here from my home in Trade Meat, exploring the wonders of Waterdeep. And I've fallen in with this disreputable lot. And he gestures to the rest of them in teasing fashion.
When you see me, I'm Damon Grimm. I'm a shadow sorcerer. I'm a personal enough guy, but I can be a little judgmental at times. But when you look at me, you see black hair, pale skin. When we're in the light, my eyes are pure white, but in darkness they start to glow. They start to go red. And many of interesting things will happen when I'm around.
He's lying. He hides in the corner. He does not live life.
Oh, Harry, you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. They call me Harry Toe, and by looking at my feet, you can guess the reason for my name. Harry Toe, I've been in the city now for most of my life. My father and I have worked on many odd jobs. He's a vendor of magic weapons if you happen to need anything. Let me know. I can get you a special deal. And I love Waterdeep. It's my place of where I choose to be, and I do have aspirations of being wealthy someday.
Watch out, he's a drunk. He didn't even make it on our last adventure. Too busy sleeping off his last bender.
Oh, about that. No. It was valid. You know, I missed it. I'm sorry, but there was some other business I had to.
No, when someone misses a night, even accidentally or thing, we normally have them getting hammered.
Well, I tell you, to tell you the truth, and I cannot tell a lie.
No, you don't have to tell us anything. If it was personal, it's okay. No, but what we have a habit of role playing when someone's not there is that they don't come with us on adventures because they're off getting hammered.
No, seriously now, to tell you the truth, I may have stopped by the tavern, but I did not partake.
Okay.
Honestly, I just got something to eat.
I think maybe Bry could use a liver transplant from.
I'm doing my best with my character's flaws and traits, guys.
Okay.
But on the side note, guys, you would know Harry Toe is a street urchin. He's sort of a rogue, but he's more got ranger attributes.
All right, Avara, would you like to describe your character now?
You see Avara there in a heavy suit of chainmail with a wicked-looking warhammer in one hand and a shield in the other, with the relief of forge and flame on it. Long red braided hair and green eyes. She examines you all and looks up and says, "I'm Avara, Forgekeeper, new cleric of Moradin. Said I'm here to learn, to find items, and to hopefully keep everyone alive."
That would be nice. I like being alive.
Considering you almost weren't, thanks to the troll.
Ooh.
And Orem.
Alright, you see Orem. He's 6'8", big half-orc, has a huge halberd he holds over his shoulders. His eyes are always darting about, always looking for people. He used to work for the City Watch, and so he still kind of has that, cop mentality.
I smell
dark
bacon.
hair. Yeah. And he kind of makes a lot of people nervous sometimes because he doesn't really hide that he's like kind of checking them out and like trying to size them up. But his armor and weapons are very neat and clean, and he has a really good posture, so he kind of stands out too in a crowd. but when he walks, there's a weird, odd grace with him. He's not super bulky, more like an athletic build, but the way he moves is just a little bit off-putting with a big half orc.
Okay, and it'll be a little while before Anna joins us in Fantasy Grounds, but Anna, would you like to describe Ananuska?
Sure. Yeah. My character is a what is tiefling or tiefling, whatever they're called, however that's pronounced. She's got wings, purple skin, horns. Looks like a succubus, and she's playing a lyre. And she just nods and says, "Hello, welcome to the group."
Okay, and Orem and Avara, Volo made you all the same deal that he made the party. He said he would give you 10 gold pieces initially to, help track down Floon. And if you recover Floon alive, he would give you 10 times that amount, each one of you. And at the time, you took him at his word, but you have a feeling that he might, have a hard time coming up with that kind of money.
Especially now that he has to do it for 2 extra people.
Absolutely.
Floon seems kind of shady. It only makes sense that his friends would be too.
And you do know that Floon is somewhere in the sewers, and the Xanathar Guild has marked yellow signs along the sewer passages in order to, to let people find their hideout, or, let other guild members. The sewers can be a very dangerous place, as one might imagine. And if everyone's ready, we can go trudging through the disgusting sewers of Waterdeep.
Oh, yay.
Might want to go listen overnight. We're at
Home, sweet home.
And let's see.
So, while just to let you know, since the city is my area, if you let Harry Toe lead the way, we should be able to travel quite swiftly through.
cool.
Just think of it as I'm a ranger, like city type. So
Okay, well, let's do a intelligence investigation check. There, Harry.
Roger that. Investigatory. Oh man, you would pick intelligence.
Well, investigation is based off intelligence.
Don't feel bad, mine sucks.
Ignore the -1.
Harry, you walk into the closed door, leaving the yawning portal.
Well, they shouldn't have closed it in front of me.
Why are we letting him lead again?
Because I'm the best.
You just walked into a door.
That's what he was looking for.
I was distracted. I'm sorry.
Yes, you rolled a 0.
You asked too many questions.
We did rest, right?
Actually, halflings are lucky. I think I can re-roll that.
You want to burn your luck on that?
No,
they can do it all the time.
We can re-roll everyone.
Yep. When you roll a 1 on a d20 on an attack, ability check, or saving throw, you can re-roll the die and must use the new roll.
Nice.
Yes, I will. I will re-roll that investigation. Maybe the door didn't hit me.
Yes, the door did hit you, but you know it kind of knocked something loose, memory-wise, and you seem to remember seeing a manhole cover that you know had one of the little yellow Xanathar signs on it.
Oh, yeah. It's just right over here, guys, down the alleyway. Follow me.
And just a reminder, the yellow signs that you're looking for is a round circle that has
10 spokes coming out of it.
exactly.
Bro, I may want to heal up a bit before we go in.
You know, I was wondering if I'd given you a long rest or not.
Who's tired?
Some of us actually did stuff. We weren't at a tavern. We were.
I told you. I just had dinner. You know, some friends and times. You know, I had to find.
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure that cleric can clear that STD on your hairy toe. You know, Star Trek to Next Generation, Star Trek Discovery.
And as a group, I'll let you all decide. Do you want to take Rainier with you or leave him at the portal?
Does Rainier want to come with us? Does Likey volunteer?
Honestly, he's getting into a conversation and telling what happened to him and Floon. You know, he's telling the story to Volo, so, you know, he just says, go ahead and he'll catch up with you all later.
Okay.
And then that way I won't be throwing my combat out of balance. Okay, yes, you after a few minutes, you come to the back alley that's got the sewer manhole cover on it, and you're able to easily lift it up, and you see a ladder that's descending down into the disgusting sewers.
Cool.
Just once I'd like to see a city with nice, pleasant sewers. You'd think they'd do that once, just for a change of pace.
And you descend down the ladder, and you see this putrid stream flowing along the sewer tunnel, and it leads in two directions. And in one direction, you can see the tiny symbol drawn on the wall in yellow chalk, and the other direction does not have.
So what are we tracking exactly?
We're looking for Floon, who was taken by these people.
Are they humans? Are they humans?
Well, we don't know for sure. The representatives, there were some human corpses that we found back at the warehouse, but we also thought Kenku, who was working for them.
Is the missing guy a human?
Yes,
presumably.
yes, human.
Okay, so maybe I can pick up his trail?
Or we could just follow the yellow slashes in the circle on the wall.
Or we could just follow yellow marks on the wall and walk directly into it.
Well, it's
A
the
bar
way.
with-
I offer you
Emergency
my
in the
skill,
toilet.
sir. I am a well-seasoned crawler of the tunnel.
No, I'm not saying we still don't use your skills, but the direction we're going to have to go is going to be these yellow marks on the wall.
Okay, very well. Then after you. And he bows and lets you take.
Probably fair, actually. He has pretty good dark vision.
Dark vision. I strike a torch.
Or I could cast a light spell on my shield.
Well, which is it going to be? A torch or a light spell?
Up to you. I thought
Perfectly
it was
happy to do
daylight
the
still.
light spell on the shield.
All right. If you do the light spell, I will save the torch for another day.
It's a cantrip. I can do it all day.
Excellent.
And I'm carrying the shield anyway.
I'm right behind you.
Can we move along? This place doesn't smell all that good that I want to hang out here indefinitely.
Is this considered difficult terrain?
No. It's not.
When we get into some, if the ranger's helping out the group, we can move through it normal.
Now, are there walkways alongside the, stream of unpleasantness, or are we actually trudging through Waterdeep's way?
Yeah, you're actually trudging through. Right down the middle.
Just wiggle your toes. It feels good.
And in some sections, it's very shallow, and other sections, it's about knee deep to a halfling.
And guys, just remember, I am playing the halfling, so don't take it too crazy.
Bet you wish you had shoes now, huh?
No, not Harry.
Ew.
Harry doesn't. This doesn't bother Harry.
So, you start following the signs, and about an hour later of walking through the sewer, and it just seems endless, and
I killed my first rat right over there. You see it? Harry points to a spot where there's looks like to be some rocks, and then relays a story of a large rat.
After about an hour of trudging through the tunnel, following the yellow signs, you come upon this rather large room in the sewer, and fortunately, it does have some walkways on it.
Oh, thank God. Yandala provides.
She does, doesn't she?
And I got a new map coming at you.
Okay.
And in the middle of this room, you see this spherical, grapefruit-sized creature, and it's got this bulging central eye and 4 stumpy eye stalks.
I don't remember this guy.
That doesn't look good.
Do I know any tales of who this might be or what this is?
Well, we could do a...
Probably Arcana.
Alligator in the sewer.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do an Arcana.
Once again, my strength.
Okay, Damon, both you and Harry Toe know that it is a gazer, and Bry would know as well. And a gazer is a tiny manifestation of a beholder's dream. It kind of resembles the beholder who dreamed it into existence, but its body is only 8 inches wide and it only has 4 eye stalks. And the beholder that dreamed it can actually see through its eyes. And, you know, it kind of uses it to spy on... uses that as a spying device for both its enemies as well as its other minions. And looking like a beholder, you're pretty sure that you know, the eye stalks can shoot some sort of ray.
I put the shadow. I put the dwarf, the silhouette of the dwarf, in front of me, directly between me and that thing. And I work hard to match his steps.
And as you enter the room, you know, no one said that you all were going stealthy, so, you know, you were making a little noise and coughing and gagging due to the smell and so forth. So when you do appear into this sewer room, he is aware of you and is currently looking at you, so let's make those initiative rolls.
Oh, Lord.
This isn't where I parked my cart.
This was supposed to be a peaceful trip.
Okay, Orem, you are up and you have a pretty good idea that, hey, being a beholder's dream, that it is hostile.
Alright, Orem will definitely rush up. That. And I think I'll just take the dodge action right now.
Okay.
Are we doing the movement variant?
What movement variant?
Cost on diagonals.
No.
Yeah, diagonals are 5 feet.
I didn't even know that was a thing in 5e.
I'm sorry, can I'm trying to remember how attacks of opportunity. It's only if I move away from him, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Alright, so I have 35 movement, so I'll start to circle around him. The halfling runs really, really fast.
And we got a slight pause. Anna is connecting.
Yeah, it looks like it's stuck on my laptop, so I'm not sure how long it's going to take.
You don't look friendly at all. And so he tries to whack him with the quarterstaff, but does not.
If it's my turn, maybe you guys should just.
Yeah, I'm going to keep you out of combat until you get
Okay.
connected.
Okay.
All right. I'll draw a short sword with my free action and move behind Orem and take the dodge action.
I'm just gonna move out over to that direction. Just hit him with a firebolt when I get there. And I'll do my normal stuff and
I'm going to try Sacred Flame. Which did nothing. And I'll move up to there.
Retro.
Wow, no one hit it.
Nope.
its armor class is too high for us.
Aren't beholders a little high level for us?
This is it's gazer. It's a figment of imagination.
And let's see.
And the fact he was laughing, it probably doesn't have a lot of hit points.
Well, he's only 8 inches tall. He's tiny. He can't.
It's a softball.
And I missed with my quarterstaff. I could have knocked him out of the park.
And let me find my random table. Okay, Bri, you see one of these eye stalks, you know, it's keeping its eye stalk on you. And this ray shoots out of its eye towards you.
That's cheating!
And fortunately, you made the saving throw. And let's see, who else?
When I move behind you, you're not supposed to see me.
And Orem, you see one of the eye stalks is looking directly at you as well. And this ray comes out at it towards your direction. And for a moment you can feel yourself being pulled or pushed, but you are able to maintain your ground.
All right.
And Anna, would you, since you're connected, would you like to make an initiative
Yeah,
roll?
I don't see the map.
Give me a second and I'll share it with you. And we'll bring you in during this next round of combat.
Okay.
I don't know why it went to me. It seemed to have skipped Orm and
Oh, yeah, it did. Alright, Orem.
All right. So he will move forward. And he'll definitely make a swing.
And now I've got my DC for saving throws set up correctly.
And you're good.
Yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna cast firebolts at it. The cat. How close do I have to be to cast that one? Oh, I see. It's 120 feet, so I don't have to be very close at all.
Yes, we are using flanking. So if you're
Oh,
flanking, you get advantage.
Do I have it targeted? I can't tell.
No, ma'am, you do not.
Do I have it targeted now?
nope.
I must be doing it wrong.
Control left click.
Yeah, I pressed control and left clicked on it, so that's what you're supposed to do, right?
She's not on a different layer, is she?
She may be.
No, because she moved. Didn't she?
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's where she was when she came in.
Yeah, I haven't moved yet.
Now she's on right one. I'll target him for you.
Okay.
Maybe he's on. No, because we were targeting. Yeah, you're targeted now.
Okay. Am I gonna have to move to avoid hitting Orm?
Yeah, you'll need to move over into the sludge or up some.
My icon won't move at all. Is there supposed to be a green or blue square around my icon?
Yep.
It shows you active.
Right. Yeah. I'm not able to move it at all. It's just it won't move.
Which way do you want to move?
Towards the gazer so that I won't hit Orm when I cast the firebolts.
I really do think she's on another level. So if I hover over, I get a pointer. Everyone else get a hand with it.
I just redrug her. She's on the right level. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I already dragged the firebolt thing over to the gazer. It didn't do anything.
Could it be that she's not actually ally?
Oh,
She's listed as neutral.
Oh, that would be it.
I'm not.
Try it again, Anna.
Did it work that time?
Nope.
What did you drag?
Firebolt. A little blue arrow next to the spell.
No, that's not what.
Yeah, click the magnifying glass right beside Firebolt.
Okay.
Or at the bottom of your screen, change your display button to action.
Okay, I see it.
And hey, you got a hit.
So now I just use the one that says damage, right?
That's correct. Alright, he's looking in pretty bad shape.
Alright, so Bry will tee up his quarterstaff again and take a big chop at it. I am going to use my halfling luck to re-roll that.
You have a bandage too, don't forget.
You should roll your second roll first, and then re-roll a few.
Yes, I'm not.
Yay, it's dead.
You hit him with your quarterstaff, and it's just like hitting a softball.
I was the champion of stickball back home.
And, you know, he goes flying off and bounces off the wall and splashes into the nice little goop.
Yeah. I'll scan the entire room just from where I am with my 120-foot dark vision just to see if there's anything in the dark.
Yeah, you're not seeing any other threat.
And I'm assuming that there's no pile of gold anymore either, damn it.
No, you don't.
Bry wants to go see if he can retrieve the body of the geese. Or if it's sunk down into the muck.
It's slowly starting to sink, but you have enough time to go over and grab it if you would like.
Yeah, he just wants to cut off one of its eye stalks.
You're such a stalker.
I'm sure those would be valuable for spell components, wouldn't they?
I'm more interested in the souvenir.
Okay. But There's probably some use for that.
There is. It'll remind me of this moment. Material things are fleeting. Savor your memories, Anna.
Yeah, I just look around the room, see if there's any hidden compartments or anything. Find the entrance to where we need to go.
Okay, you continue following the yellow sign for a little while. You know, this room ends up leading back into the sewer pipes. And you make your way down, and let's go with a marching order. You're in 10 foot wide, so who would like to go first?
Who are fighting?
I'll lead.
I'll be in the middle of the group.
I'll go second.
I'll be near the front.
Harito just follows in wherever.
And bringing up the rear. And I'll have a new map coming at you here in just a second.
I vanished.
Did I tell you about the giant alligator we found down here one time?
Oh.
He had just eaten, and I kid you not, he had just eaten a large half-orc. Swallowed him whole.
Did you make boots out of it?
No, but we cut it open in time, and believe it or not, the guy was still breathing.
Orm will just look down at him and just stare him down, kind of. And
Heft the halberd menacingly.
That half-orc owes us his life.
Okay.
he'll just storm forward now.
As you come forward, you know, you come up into this crossroads and so forth, and you can see that, you know, the tunnels go north and south, and you can see a
I'll be looking over my shoulder behind us every once in a while. I got a fairly good vision to see.
yeah, you're not seeing anything. However, you can see that on the tunnel to the south, there is a ledge that leads into a you know, like a service area that is dry.
Let's go that way.
Are we hearing any noises other than our feet sloshing through the water and occasionally step on a squish?
No, you're not detecting any other signs of life other than yourself.
How about giant alligators?
No alligators yet. Okay. Let's see if this is pain.
Are you gonna probably try going a little stealthy here, or
Are you wearing armor?
not me? I'm a caster.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, get me
Orm's
that
just
are
clanking around.
retreating
bad.
in front.
Orm, since you're in the lead there, can I get you to make a perception check?
Yep. Hey.
I perceive or fucked.
You do notice an arrow slit right there in the wall.
I don't want to be sitting in front of that. Hurry up, move.
And as you round the corner there, you can see that the passageway does go to the north and the south. And I'm just gonna unmask a lot of this damn map.
Quick, let's split the party.
Okay, you go that way.
And are you all going stealthy now?
Might as well try.
Yeah.
The big clanky tank in front.
Clank, 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 clank. To the south of you, you can see that this room is very messy. There's rusty weapons and threadbare clothing littering the floor of this area, and kind of seems like it serves as a coat room and an armory. And I'm gonna move you back there for just a second, Orm.
No problem.
And as you're peeking around the corner, you do see two goblins with short bows. And, you know, they're, you kind of caught them by surprise. But, you know, they initially didn't hear you coming or see you through the arrow slit. But now that you're in the hallway, they're rapidly getting ready for you. So let's make another initiative roll. Okay, the first goblin he runs up to the northern wall, and he is going to use his short bow, and he's going to take a shot at Orem. And Orem, you get hit with an arrow.
Ugh.
So Harry is going to use his bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark. And Harry's going, seeing he ducks right between the big half orc's legs, moves up to here. And with his free action, draws his second short sword. So he's got two swords out. But he only can make one bonus attack because he used his bonus round to do Hunter's Mark. And he's going to do attack Goblin Uno. And I'll do that with a short sword. And then we pass the round.
I will move up here. And let's see if I can smack Goblin 2, and let's see if the Blessing of the Forge actually works. Well, it did work, but I didn't hit.
All right, Anna, you're up.
Yep. Okay.
And Anna, you did a very good hit and killed him instantly.
That was cool.
So Bry will scamper through the half-orc's legs and will run over to the other dog. But no luck this time.
Alright, go for there. I'll try to hit that goblin with a fire. No.
Yeah, and Goblin 1's dropping his short bow and grabbing his scimitar. And since you were the last one there, Damon, he's gonna try to... I'm sorry, he's swinging at Harry Toe. And he hits, and Harry Toe loses his hunter's mark.
Okay, so Orm's gonna like rip the arrow out and he's gonna rush forward. I can't get off target. Can't seem to get off target here.
You want to what? Reset your line?
Yeah, trying to.
Just move your thing back and forth on the square. You should reset it.
Oh wait, there.
Where you trying to go?
I closed the map.
If you go to your character sheet and double click on your token, it will bring the map back.
Thanks.
You're right.
No, but I still can't get off a pointer. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. It seemed to carry over from the last one.
What, the pointer's working right. I don't understand what the deal.
No, I can't seem to move the token. That's the thing.
Just so you know, in combat, I lock tokens, and you make your move, and then when you're ready to actually move, you let me know, and I approve it.
Yeah.
Like where you're at, if you want to continue moving, just click on the endpoint there by the 10, and just continue dragging it to where you want to go.
It resets. Oh wait. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Sorry.
Yeah. You move and it draws the line, and then I actually have to approve the move.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Not a problem.
All right.
What are reach? Huh?
Yeah, I have reach.
And you have another dead goblin.
He bisected it considering he's exceeded the hit points by 8.
Yeah, and that one actually had the most hit points. Okay, so you have managed to defeat the 2 goblins, and let me get...
Do they have anything on them?
Crappy short bows.
Oh, come on. Yes, they each have 4 copper pieces on them.
Woohoo!
Wow, there's a lot of silver bars in our parcel items.
Again, we got those while you were off at the tavern.
Yeah, thank you.
You didn't say you were getting a share of the loot. You didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't tell you about them. We somehow failed to mention it to the authorities, too. Slipped our mind.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and you did meet one of the captains of the City Watch. when you were out as well, Harry.
Oh, yeah. Captain Captain Rat. He's a good friend of mine. Always tell me to keep an eye out for things like that.
Just gonna look around this room down here for anything of note before we go down further.
Are we going to take a short rest? I could use a breather. And it looks like my half-orc friend here could use one as
Orm kind of ignores him a little bit, but kind of just leans up against the wall, just trying to appear tough.
And Damon, you're not finding anything of that's worth anything. All the weapons that were down there are just rusted beyond repair. All the clothing is tattered.
Okay.
So I'll just take a peek up here real quick down the hall. Does it go to a dead end or keep going?
Yes, you can see that you go down a set of stairs and the hallway does continue forward or to the east. And you can see a little bit down the hallway that it does open up into a larger room, and there appears to be cots down there.
All right, I'm gonna tiptoe quietly back. There's probably a bunch more of them down there.
I'll whisper, okay, what are we doing? Someone mentioned they wanted to rest. Are we doing that, or are we pressing forward?
Well, a rest would take an hour, and we ought to go down there and clear it out. If well, I don't know.
It's probably
I
not
could throw
safe.
at least
to-
one heal.
Yeah,
He's the
that's-
most hurt.
I've got a heal spell too if you guys need it.
Yeah,
If we're short resting, then I can just use hit dice.
I think a short rest. Somebody said a short rest would take an hour, and that's not a good idea.
Yeah, I guess.
yeah. If you can heal us up, let's do that, and we'll press on.
Okay, who needs to be healed?
Harry and Nora.
I'll get Harry.
Oh God, that feels good. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. I'm back
Back
up.
Back up to full now.
Yeah, that feels a lot better. Do you want me to sneak down and take a look first, or?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to attempt to move stealthily up and peek around the corner again.
Yeah, you know, you're seeing down the hallway.
Is there any light source down there?
No, there is not.
It's black down there? Or is there light from behind me lighting it up somewhat down?
It's pretty dark. So you would definitely need be able to see in the dark or.
Send the shadow sorcerer.
I'll just go down there and look down the.
And let's see. Make some notes here. Arva's got dark vision of 60. Damon's 120. Orum's got 60.
I see dead people.
And yeah, Damon, you're not seeing Any movement?
Whisper, I don't see anything down the hall.
All right. I'm going to start to creep down stealthily, hunched down against the side wall. I'm keeping an eye out, and I'm ready to dodge if anything should come at me.
I'll be following slowly behind him, stealthily too.
I'm doing the same.
Who's got the light?
That would be the clomping cleric.
Ah, okay. Well, when he gets up to the corner, we'll all see better.
And anything down there we'll see too.
Yeah, a lighthouse.
You want some stealth rolls or anything like
that? Right now, you're all good. Harry, as you get down there, you know, you can see that this is a sleeping area. There's 6 tattered and straw-stuffed mattresses. There are no occupants in the room. And as on the eastern side of the room, you can see that, you know, it turns back into another corridor. There is a wooden door, and you can see light flickering out from underneath the door, and you can hear just a little bit of excitement on the other side.
Harry places his cheek to the floor to see if he can look underneath the door.
Is there anything in this room that we can get?
No, there's nothing of value at all in that room. And Harry, you can see just a little bit of motion, but you know, it's on the far back side of the room, and you're having a hard time seeing it clearly.
How many voices?
But you do hear voices, and you know,
is there a doorknob or a handle?
yes, there is a doorknob, and you can hear someone yelling, "Damn it! Blocking the door will not work. You got to fill in the crack at the bottom of the door."
Does it look like there's anything blocking the door from my perspective?
No, and from everything that you can tell, the voices are, you don't think they're talking about the door that you're at.
Are they human? Are they elven? What language are they talking?
Presumably they're speaking common if it wasn't clarified.
All right. I motion for Orum to, and then that's Orum. I whisper to Orum, when I fling the door open, let's rush.
He'll nod.
All right, I'll open the door. You charge. I'm right with you. So with that, we open the door quietly and then bolt inward.
Waterdeep pizza delivery.
And I'll just roar forward. Roar! Or, you know, just
you want
rush
us to
as
do
fast as
initiative
possible.
from the beginning, or would you want us to move first? Or
Yeah, let's do initiative from the beginning.
so hopefully we'll surprise them.
No surprises on my roll, that's for sure.
Well, Orm's just real cautious. No, you're doing good. You're third, second.
Oh, I'm dead last.
And when you kick the door open, you can tell.
No. We open it quietly.
Sorry,
we're not kicking.
Open the door quietly. You can see that is he? You can see that this dwarf is moving a couple of pieces of furniture, and he's trying to block the door. And the other individual in the room is a
Just a quick note, I think they're on the wrong layer.
um, and dun, 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 dun. Sorry, give me just a second.
I mean, we really can't see him from where we're at yet anyway, can we?
No.
Well, once he said that, Orm would be pretty much ready to rush in, like he said.
And, sorry, let me...
Play it like as we get up to the corner and what we see and react.
Okay, Harry Toe.
So Harry's actually sprinting and he's wanting to move quietly at the same time. So he's got both swords and he's kind of hunched over and he's moving fast and he moves up to 10. Can he see anything? Tell me when he sees what's.
Yeah, you can see this dwarf moving furniture, and the other one is a human, and you know, you hear, damn it, I told you, you gotta block the bottom of the door.
So Harry bobs and weaves and attempts to go unseen and move up against the wall there.
And there is a doorway right there to the east of you.
Hmm. Is it open or closed?
It is closed.
Well, my back's against the wall right there. Hopefully they didn't see me.
Is it blocked with furniture, or is it, uncluttered at the moment?
It is uncluttered. It is uncluttered.
So Harry's back's against the wall and he's watching Orem come in next right after him.
And you want to try your stealth roll there, Harry?
Sure. Here comes some stealthy halfling. Tell me if it's a 1 so I can re-roll.
Okay, they did not notice you.
That I'm aware of. All right.
All right, ready for mine?
Yes, sir.
Clang, clang, clang,
Oh.
clang.
Drop. Whining.
Just so you know, and it depends, it's always up to the GM's discretion, but a lot of things like stealth and perception get rolled in the tower. If you look at the lower right-hand corner of the map, it'll say skill rolls go here.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
It's just some skill rolls, we don't know whether we notice anything, we don't know how stealthy we are, and some skill rolls are made out in the open, it's always up to the...
Yeah, in the tower, please. And
Sure.
I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. You're able to get into the room. Well, we're already past their initiative. Yeah, they did hear you come into the room.
Too bad they have their hands full with furniture.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, Orm?
No, I'll pass along.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks.
Anna, from where you're at, you could hear Orem clanking into the room.
Okay, I will run in and I guess I'll just let's see. I could cast sleep. That's probably a good idea.
And Anna, as you run into the room, the individual that's closest to you there, Krentz, you do recognize him from the bar fight that took place at the Yawning Portal.
Oh, okay. All right, so he was one of the guys that was beating up that half-orc woman?
Correct.
Okay. I guess I'm going to cast sleep on these guys. How do you set the area?
It doesn't really matter. You're going to be able to do it for both. Just roll your hit points.
Oh. Okay, so I just rolled, what, 5d8?
Unless they get a save to resist.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, go ahead and roll your 5d8.
Okay. I'm throwing them, but they're not rolling.
They rolled.
Yeah, it rolled. And 26. Yeah, you do manage to make unconscious Krentz from the bar fight.
Okay. Not the other guy?
No.
Okay.
You can see that he briefly yawns, but that's about it. And truly, Zemk is, he's still just trying to push furniture in front of the door and really wasn't, he heard some noise, but he really become aware of your presence when Krentz hit the floor behind him asleep.
Okay.
I'll move up to there.
That's an auto crit when you're in 5 feet of something like that, right? When you're unconscious.
Yep.
And I'll go for Zemk and try to toll the dead.
So I think Zenk is probably awake now.
He said Zemk was the one that wasn't asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Zenk. Yeah, that's correct.
That's correct. So went to sleep.
Alright, Bri will run into the room and hurl a dart at Zenk.
Hopping over the beds.
I can, yeah.
That's a acrobatics feat that halflings are really good at.
Yes, you managed to hop over all the beds.
I
with
bounce on the
style.
first one and just jump, doing somersaults in the air. And then at the end, hurls a dart. And I will.
Okay, the sound effects are hilarious.
Damon, take back your freaking dice.
Hey, I haven't hit tonight at all.
Change the color. I know it doesn't affect the random number generator, but anytime mine are horrible, I change the...
I'm just gonna double move. There.
Getting a little lonely out in the hallway, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Harry.
You can't put anyone wondering what they're trying to bar their way from, right?
Harry's going to sprint around over there, and he's going to attack. He's got 2 short swords out, so he'll have 2 attacks. So here comes the first swing. Why is it doing that?
Because you targeted Krentz. He's unconscious.
Grant's unconscious on the ground. It's automatic advantage.
Oh, is he dead?
No, he's unconscious.
No, I just put him to sleep with a spell.
Okay.
He ain't sleeping anymore.
Here
Wow,
comes the
that should have been a crit anyway.
All right. Yeah.
Is anybody curious why they're trying to block the door?
And
Because I am.
going to grab his war pick and make a swing at Harry.
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
Which does hit, and Krentz is no longer unconscious, so he is going to stand up and swing a scimitar at Harry.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Harry is dead.
Well, he's probably going to be unconscious or dying. Ooh, look at that. He's still up.
By the gods.
You're going to make me spend another spell, aren't you?
You're going to need a rest.
It's quite the hit.
Yeah, usually you don't expect him to jump back up and whap.
That's why you hit the person that's not asleep.
I wasn't being picky.
Alright, so I'm gonna try to get return the favor there.
Ooh.
Alright.
Close in.
I'm glad that I don't have to bury these bodies, considering you keep cutting them in half.
Hey, I just noticed that Harry only has two hit points left. I've already used my 2 first level spells. Is there any way that I could get one of those back so that I could do a heal spell on it?
Nope.
No? Okay. I thought that...
Not until there's a short rest.
Okay. Alright. And I guess I will just do a firebolt.
Well, spell slots come back on a long rest.
Okay.
Some classes get them back on a short rest. Probably not.
I think that's
It
warlocks.
depends.
Warlock does. I know some mages have an arcane recovery skill.
Mm-hmm.
And a level 2 sorcerer can create spell slots.
If I go there, I can hit Zemk without hitting anybody else, right?
Yeah, you sure can. As a matter of fact, you can just go north 5 feet, because, you know, Harry's small. You can shoot over top of him.
Okay. So...
Which either way you want to go.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay.
If you miss, though, you're going to set his hair on fire. He probably can't take the damage.
It's just a flesh wound.
Then, you know, jumping up on the bed causes your firebolt to go off. And
Right.
Okay, first I'm going to try to toll the dead again on Zemk. And since he's been hit, and then I'm going to bonus action to a healing word on Mr.
Oh, thank you.
Not a lot.
Enough.
it's more than he had.
It is. And it's appreciated.
Right, we'll sprint on over. And I assume that there's already some furniture blocking the door, or no? Is that what Zemk
Yes,
is
there are a couple of pieces of furniture blocking the door.
Okay, so Bri won't be able to get behind him. But he's much more successful whacking him with the quarterstaff. Bad dwarf!
I'll just move to there.
I'll take a nap, huh?
I'm gonna reach in my cons. I'm moving and reach in my compass bag and then start casting the spells. Fuck. Sorry to the language.
Should have played a halfling.
Harry feels a sudden burst of energy from the heal spell, narrows his eyes at Zemk. Don't know who he is. Don't know what he's doing. But I'm going to take it.
You better, because he goes next.
So here comes the first short sword. And it misses. Ah, the bound determination in my eyes. I swing a second time. Ah, it's just not my day. Alrighty.
And he's gonna swing his war pick at Bri.
Man, you're rolling good tonight.
Stings.
Now that's a flesh wound.
Orm's going to hit him now. Boom.
Yeah, he's gonna stay where he is and try to continue his swing from the first attack into the next one. And he will miss.
It's up to you, Anna.
Right, I just heard the bell. Okay, I don't suppose this guy is in the mood to surrender, is he?
Ask him.
All right. I can, as a free action, can I just go surrender or die?
And you can see that he's just kind of glaring at you.
Okay, then. I give him a chance.
You know, dwarves are known for their stubbornness.
Yep. Did that hit him? Did that work?
Yeah, you hit him and did 4 points of damage. And
next, there.
Oh, we saved this time.
Alright, Bry will continue to whack away at him with his quarterstaff. Actually, yeah, okay. And he's going to use his bonus attack to punch him in the face.
Well, start preparations for the spells as usual. The shadows start to cling to me, and the area gets a little darker. And I throw my usual miss. And I'm muttering to myself in the shadows here.
It's probably because as a shadow sorcerer, fire is not your friend.
Harry's going to go for a non-lethal strike to knock him out. And maybe the second one will do it. And maybe not.
Man, this guy's awesome. He's got epic fighting ability. He's dodging left and
Not me!
And he's gonna swing at Bry.
He is wailing on the Kung Fu Master.
And
All right.
So Krebs is not dead?
oh, he's unconscious.
yeah, he's unconscious and bleeding out.
Gab him next turn.
All right, so Orm's gonna try to make the last attack look like a feint and go in for another attack. And
Could someone kill this guy?
Broadside of a barn.
He's ducking and weaving like one of those funny air clown guys out in front of a used car seller.
can't believe this guy's still alive.
Some nights the dice love you, some nights they hate you.
This could be it.
And Zimp goes down, unconscious and bleeding.
Secret weakness was the fact that Anna scorched his eyebrows off.
Watch out for the door. They were blocking it for something.
Search him. He might have healing potions.
Definitely search them. In the room.
Bry will go listen at the door to see if he can tell if there's, if he can figure out what they're...
And I'll go check out the other door.
Looking for healing potion.
Okay, let me unlock tokens. Anna, you are not hearing anything, and Bry, you're hearing a little bit of, I'm not sure what you're hearing.
Kerfuffle.
You can hear a little bit of bubbling noise.
Sounds like someone's cooking in the next room.
Nice.
Did they have anything on them?
Give me just a minute here to...
I'm assuming they're just gonna bleed out there.
Unless you want to do something to stabilize them.
We could tie him up and then interrogate him. Bring him to the police, maybe get a reward.
Or we could just do away with him now.
That's an option too.
But something tells me we probably should.
They might know something important.
I can try to attend their wounds. I have a little experience.
Yeah, we don't need to cure them enough to be able to fight.
So Bry will try to look over the dwarf and see if he can stop the bleed.
Yes, you do manage to stabilize the dwarf.
Yeah. I'll tie him up with my rope.
Don't forget about his cohort here. Come on. Gotta save Krim.
Yeah, what's going on behind the door?
Sounds like there's bubbling.
Okay.
Are you gonna try to stabilize Krentz, or?
I will. And I'll tie him up too.
Okay, can I get you to make a medicine check, please?
There is potions on them.
And yes, through searching the room and searching the bodies, you do find 4 potions of healing.
I thought you were going to say poisoning. That would have been awesome.
Well, I'm going to take one of these, and I'm going to hand one to Orm, and I'm going to hand one to Bry, and then let's drink up. Agree?
Hey, you guys need it. Go for it.
All right. Then I'm Harry's thirsty for a potion. He's taking one.
Orin's full up, so he'll just put it in his pocket there.
Did I manage to keep Krentz from dying?
So 2d4 plus 4. Do I just roll 2d4?
Yeah, 2d4. And yes, Anna, you do manage to stabilize Krentz, and you are tying them both up, correct?
Yes.
So Harry's got 1 wound left.
Oops, that was not right. Bry only got 5 back.
Oh, there's still another potion in there if you want to drink that one too.
No, let's, well, actually, So, if you open up the party sheet, which is, there's little buttons at the top right-hand corner. It's the one that looks like 3 people gathered together.
Oh yeah.
That's where the party inventory is. So if you go there, there's actually 3 tabs: the main, the inventory, and the order. If you go to the inventory tab, you'll see that there's the parcel items. There's 2 potions of healing and 15 silver bars.
There was 15 silver bars.
Yep.
So if you grab the blue icon beside the potion of healing and drag it into the inventory tab of your character sheet, that's going to move it over.
And Harry could put that silver bar right back into the inventory.
What's that? What? Oh, I was just wondering if they weighed that much. I was.
Okay, before we get to the door, this would be a great time to take a 10-minute break.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right, see you in a minute.
You may want to pull those two guys away from the door.
We'll give Darius and Anna a minute. we're fixing to get a little bit of rain now.
I don't want that because it'll just turn into ice.
Yeah, unfortunately, we'll be down to 1 degree below freezing.
I'm back.
Alright, looks like everyone is back. So you have the two guys who are unconscious, stable, and tied up, sitting in front of the door that has some furniture piled up in front of it.
You want to drag him onto one of the beds.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. I can cast friends on him to try to get him to give him some information.
When they wake up.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Hey, Winter, could I cast friends on them while they're unconscious and then wake them up? Would they still get a saving throw if I did that?
Yes, they would.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Okay, so you drag him over and throw him on the bed.
So what do we do about this door with all the furniture in front of it?
Maybe we should wait until they wake up and ask them about it.
You still got one healing
potion left. We could take a short rest while we're recovering. Have somebody who's already at full hit points and everything.
I don't know if we can because there's something bubbling on the other side of that door.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And we got one healing potion left. Technically, when we're in combat, you can't get anything out of the party.
Right. So, any ideas?
Well, someone can hold it.
You wouldn't mind if I take it and put it in mine?
Go for it. You should have. That will give you 2 of them now, right? But you're a fighter, so be good.
Give me 1.
Oh, that was Averin. Sorry, you're still trying to get used to everyone's new. You guys
don't feel bad. I do the same thing.
Yep.
We didn't hear anything on the other side of this door down by where I am, right?
Correct.
Yeah, all intents and purposes, you can probably smack one of them awake.
1 point of damage, they start to die.
Gently smack one of them.
Someone emptied their water skin on them.
Is there any water containers in this area? I'll go if there is any, I'll just throw it on the guy we seen at the yawning.
Yeah.
But what's good water on this guy? Throw some sewage on it.
Yeah, there are some drinking glasses around the room. You know, this is a sleeping quarter, so you know, you find some glasses and a pitcher of non-sewer water.
And I throw it on Kravitz or Kravitz.
Okay, and you know, we all know what it's like when someone pours cold water on you when you're asleep. You know, he's waking up, coughing and gagging, and you know, in a little bit of a foul mood, and he looks up at most of you and he goes, "I remember you all from the bar."
Oh, that's good then. Where's Floon in? What's on the other side of the door there, buddy?
He's like, if you really want to know, just open it.
Okay, let's put him in front of the door as we open it.
Oh, I'm gonna cast friends on him.
Okay.
What do I roll for that? I'm looking at the description. Oh, okay. I think.
Yeah, I just changed you over to the Actions tab, and let's see, who doesn't?
It's all that happens is once she casts it, she gets advantage on any sort of charisma check.
Oh, I thought it made them think that they were my friend or something like that.
It gives you an advantage to try to convince them. It doesn't automatically do it.
Okay, well, I guess that doesn't work anyway. So.
Oh, you have advantage. It means that you have a reasonably good chance to convince them.
I really thought he's going to be convinced, but I'll give it a shot.
Okay. So you want to try asking him nicely what's on the other side of the door, Anna?
Yeah.
So let's make a persuasion check.
Okay.
And click the advantage button down beneath the chat window.
Okay. Advantage and persuasion.
Okay. He goes, that's our bathroom.
So why are you blocking it?
Because there's something coming up out of the hole in the floor.
Any idea what it is?
Yes, we know it's a gray ooze.
Okay. Good to know.
Where's Floon?
What's that?
Ask him where Floon is.
Oh, yeah. Hey, where's Floon?
Floon's in another part of the complex here.
Okay.
And, you know, he's, and to get there, you go down through that door. And he points at the door to the south where you didn't hear anything.
Good.
What's between us and Floon?
No, we don't have to go through the door with the gray ooze.
Ask him why he was beating up the half-orc.
Wait, say that again? Ask him why what?
Why he was beating up the half-orc woman.
Oh, yeah. Right, okay, I asked him about that.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Yarga got in a fight with a couple of his mates and almost killed one of them. And, you know, they were looking for payback.
Okay, so that's it? Nothing important?
Yeah, nothing sinister, just a fight between co-workers.
Why do you guys, I was just gonna say, why do you guys stay down here if you got gray oozes coming up out of your bathroom?
Well, generally we don't have gray oozes coming up out of the bathroom. And, you know, he tells you that, you know, truly the bathroom is, it's just got this hole in the floor that opens up into a cesspit. And, you know, the gray ooze started emerging from the pit, and initially they sent 2 goblins in there. And, well, the gray ooze got the better of them.
So you guys were just planning to live here with that thing on the other side of the door?
Well, you know, he's talking about the dwarf is, you know, he was trying to block the door and with furniture, and I kept telling him, you know, it's an ooze, it's just gonna seep out underneath the crack at the bottom of the door.
Yeah.
And right now they were pretty much just trying to contain the ooze until they could get reinforcements to help defeat the ooze.
Okay.
Ra's going to see if he's ever heard of gray oozes and, you know, what they're capable of.
Okay.
You can remember hearing someone in a bar one time talk about gray oozes, but you were distracted by, you know, the entertainer on the stage, so you pretty much just tuned out.
I start describing the entertainer instead of talking about the gray oozes.
Yeah, and that particular entertainer made a huge impression on you.
I just pipe in. So, what else can we find down here as we try to find?
You're not their friend.
Yeah, I asked what I asked that. What he
He tells you that Floon is being interrogated by Grumshar, and he's you know, he's a low-level Xanathar guild boss, and he also has a special visitor with him, but he didn't see the visitor and doesn't know who it was, but notices that Grumshar was trying to when they found out that Floon was not Rainier, Grumshar has to save some face, and, you know, with one of the higher ups being there, he was trying to make a really good impression to cover up for, you know, them grabbing the wrong guy.
I pull some of the sheets off the beds while they're talking and try stuffing it under the door to the bathroom. That's if there is any sheets on these beds.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's straw mattresses, so, you know, there's some blankets and whatnot.
Make him roll to see if he's now infested with fleas.
Or worse.
Would any of us not be infested with fleas just for being?
I'll have you know I'm a very hygienic halfling.
as you're, you know, covered in shit from your toes up to your little bit above your knees.
Right, yeah. Fleas wouldn't stay on us because they'd be too disgusting.
I'd be more worried about hepatitis or something along those lines.
Yeah, so I'll do that. I'll stick it under the door. Come back over here and says, "Whoa. Seems that we got a fair bit of information out of them. Should we try to go find Floon before he's hopefully..."
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, and,
But
you
I
gotta-
need to use the washroom.
I would find another one.
Well, I guess we are in the sewers. I can just drop trow anywhere.
Sure.
Ooh.
Thanks for the information, buddy.
The way you currently look and smell, it wouldn't even matter if you drop trowel or not. And, you know, Crunch tells you that, you know, you go through the doorway and down the hallway, and you should find Floon and Grumshar and whoever the higher up is.
Okay. Shall we
Alright.
cautiously head that way?
Someone stealthier than me may want to head first.
Do you want to... I know you're going to leave them tied up, but are you going to gag them?
Yeah, I'm gonna gag
Yeah.
him. Yeah, we're gonna gag him.
The
Just
guys
just before the spell runs out, I gag him and say, "Okay, stay."
Yeah, and you know they're really beat up, so it'd be a while before they were be able to work their way free anyway.
Hey, by the way, Winter, did the city guards give me back my manacles last night? Because
Yeah, they would have brought their own.
okay, I figured, yeah.
And since we're done with those two guys, I'm gonna take them off the combat tracker. And delete the gray ooze from the combat tracker.
I still want to come back here to use the washroom. I'll hold it for now.
It's okay. As we walk down the hall, I'm going to be wondering, what's that ooze got out and ate them?
Well, technically, oozes are acidic, and you blocked it with a bunch of blankets, so there's at
You
least
can
a
eat through
passing good.
I wouldn't know that.
Neither does Bry, because he's too busy focused on the huge assets the entertainer had in that one.
Hey, who's leading the way?
Sure, Bry will try to stealthily open the door.
Okay, you do manage to stealthily open the door.
It says stealthy bites back because it's a mimic.
We laughed, the table laughed, we killed the table. Alright, Bry will continue to creep ahead.
I'll try to be somewhat stealthy myself.
I'll try to be stealthy too and follow Bry.
Although
Outside,
honestly, he's not going to. He doesn't have dark vision, so this is if he rounds the corner, there'll be no light, so he won't see anything unless there's lights in.
I have light behind you.
Wait a minute. Halflings don't have dark vision?
Not in 5e.
There
No, they do not.
are. You've got the light behind you, and you can see further down the hall that it opens up into a much larger room, and it is well lit down there.
Alright, he'll keep creeping on the quarters. If you want him to make another stealth check, just let me know.
You're good. And let's see, that's a half orc, so you don't need a picture of it. And
Hopefully Harry's following us.
And as you're rounding the corner and moving a little bit closer down the hallway, you can hear a gentleman scream periodically as if he is being tortured. And let me go ahead and drag it over to party sheet before I forget. And as you move further down, you can see a human that you figure is Floon. He is being tortured by this half-orc. And you can see this creature.
Oh no.
And in his arm, he is petting this other creature.
More oh no.
And,
It's Pinky in the brain.
yeah, it looks like a walking brain, and it's protected by this crusty covering. And it's got these big long claws on the end of its legs. And currently, no one has made any noise to where, you know, they know of you.
Okay.
Bry will see if he has any idea what those strange, weird creatures.
Hey, Harry, you gonna be hanging back by the crapper for a bit?
And Bry, you have no idea what these are.
Hey, before we get into a fight, I could cast True Strike on somebody if they want to get a bonus to hit.
Is that a cantrip?
Yeah, it's cantrip.
I don't know. Are we gonna? We can't really plan this. It's gonna be the re-attack. We can't get a surprise round now. I guess if we attack from it.
Orem, would you like to make a stealth check, and we'll see if you all get a surprise round or not.
Alright.
Are we all up together, or do we got that gap?
Oh, we got that gap. Those two moved up ahead of us.
And surprisingly, Orem, you're very quiet.
Should we roll initiative and then attack?
Yes, let's roll initiative and...
This can only end in tears.
Well, it doesn't have much to eat of my intellect.
Which is a bad thing.
I don't know. Kind of felt it make me immune.
Mhm. You want to make an initiative roll, Anna?
Sorry about
That's all right. And actually, you're up first, and being a surprise round, that means you can move or attack, but not both.
Okay. Let's see. I think maybe my best. I think my best attack would be firebolt, because I already used my first level spells, so I'll just do that one.
The F is from the guy we're here to save.
Right. Yeah. I guess I'll. I guess I'll attack the Nilo bar. Is that what his name is?
I'm not sure that you can see him.
But before you go, Anna,
Yeah.
would y'all like to, before the surprise round, I'll let you all move your distance or your dash to get into a little bit better spot before you attack,
Yeah.
because everyone is focused on Grumshar and Flume. So if everyone else would like to move up to where they'd like to be, go right ahead, and then I'll lock tokens.
Well, how far can we move?
You can do your normal or your dash. And if
I'm not sure if I moved too far or if I was within my range or what.
yeah, I'd say, yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're in the middle of some squares, but good.
Damon, you want to move up or stay where you're at?
Stay right there. I got range on what I got targeted right now.
Okay, Anna.
Swear, I wish I had my warlock in the 120-foot range.
That would come in handy here. Ooh, and the fire misses.
Did we get advantage since we're doing surprise rounds? I'm not too sure. It's been a while since I did 5 years.
Nope.
Okay.
Good try, though.
No, I wasn't sure. I know some people do, but it depends on which class it is. I think that's assassin rogues.
And some ranger types.
All
Charge down
right.
and hit him with your 10-foot stick.
damage. Yep, I'll see if I can hit the little guy.
It's surprise round. You only get a move or an attack.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. See, I always thought surprise rounds was there's no such thing. It's just they couldn't move in the first round. They're surprised. So I can't move and do an action?
Correct.
Is this like a modified rule?
Okay. That is if you're surprised, but what if you're surprising?
It's just a normal, the way that it typically works that I understand, all combat rounds are the same. And the only difference is if you're surprised, during the surprised round you're surprised in, you cannot move or act. Everybody else moves but you because you're surprised. And then there's some classes that can get advantage off of that, like your assassin or some of your rangers.
Let's see. You may be right.
I think they basically forfeit their turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just can't act when the round they're surprised. Everybody else is normal.
Yeah, so,
Technically, it's not clear. So yes, it's GM decision.
yeah, I'll go ahead and let you, I'll just go ahead and house rule it that, you can move and attack, and the bad guys lose their turn.
Orm, did you want to take your swing?
All right, no problem.
All of that and he misses.
Yep.
You're the only one that could reach.
Change that color.
So Harry is going to do his halfling charge to there, and needs his normal move and dodge.
Okay, I just reach my comps opponents, pull out a small diamond, start spinning it, and let a chromatic orb fly at the intellect box. Muttering to myself as I go. And mutter that fuck's sakes. Oh wait, I meant to move too.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's in my move, just down 20.
And I'm going to unmask a little more of the map since you all have moved down. You can see several rooms and a stairwell leading.
So those doors are open?
Those doors are open.
Cool.
Is there some sort of dynamic lighting going on in the game now that because it looks bright?
Just how the map is.
Yeah, it's just a map.
It's getting excited. It's like, wow.
I wish there
That's
was
the next version.
Go ahead, say the magic word there, Bri. Unity.
5 years from now.
I heard Unity's kind of outdated now. I'm joking.
So Bri will run down.
It probably will be when they get around to releasing it.
It'll still be better than Roll20.
This brain thing is disgusting.
Yeah, I like this a lot better than Roll20.
I tried to play on Roll20 and it was awful.
Okay. Nyler is going to... he drops the intellect devour that he was petting. And when I said those doors were open, I didn't even see the doors. And he takes off, running into the other room. And Anna, you're up.
Okay.
Well, he's clearly not the brains of the operation.
I tell you, Damon needs disadvantage on every single roll he makes.
It wouldn't matter anyways. Actually, I might actually hit more.
That's what I did in our Tomb of Annihilation game. Every time he makes a pun, disadvantage on this next one. House roll.
Let's try to catch another fireball on Nylor.
I actually haven't hit a spell tonight.
Roll a halfling next time. I've had 2 critical fails.
I'd just be happy if my damage was rolling high.
Okay, and... ooh, the intellect devour...
Those scare me.
Okay, does Bri have a brain?
I think it's pickled.
That would be Hideout. Although, honestly, Brad probably drinks even more than he does.
Okay, let's see. Bri is definitely within range. So he's going to try and attack with the claw. And misses, and then he's going to,
Brad sticks out his tongue.
Oh, it's psychic damage, so... yeah, he is going to try to devour some of your intellect. And...
My brain!
and let's see...
I think we'll notice a difference.
So, let's see, now he gets to roll with 3d6 and 8, and your intelligence is higher than an 8.
And that's the part that worries me.
Okay, if the total equals or exceeds, that score is reduced to 0, so it did not reduce, and you are not stunned. And Orem, you're up.
Bri has a brain.
Alright, so he'll try to just dance over 5 and swing. Just can't make a show of it.
So the other one, Nylor, is running. Is that right?
Nylor has ran into the other room.
And the intellect devourer is holding out. What are these? What is this? Floon and
Flume's the guy we're looking for.
And Grumshar is a half-orc that's torturing Floon.
do we want him alive?
We don't get paid if he's dead.
Well,
Flume we want alive.
All right. Then I am going to do. What am I going to do here? If I get flanking, then I'm next to this Grumshar guy, and he's got like a. Does Grumshar have a weapon?
Grumshar has a. Yeah, he's got a dagger.
Oh, crap. All right. I'm going to move to here and attack the intellect devourer with the flank. Oh, yeah. And then here comes the second swing on him. Oh, it's at, let me roll one more because it's at advantage. Okay, so it's a hit. There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna go down. Not liking that intellect power at all. I'm gonna hit a firebolt. Oh,
Which is why I'm staying way back here.
This guy's like resisting everything.
Well, we've also got someone really horrible.
well, I mean, I missed like 12 times so far. I got to at least hit one.
He did not resist that.
And my area around me goes completely dark.
Okay,
Grumshar runs for the disengaged dodger.
okay, Grumshar, you can see that, he turns away from Floon and he's looking at Hairy Toe, and you can see him starting to cast a spell.
Damn you!
And Harry, you made your saving throw, and he spreads out he spreads out his hands, and he's got his thumbs touching, and this thin sheet of flame comes out of his hands towards you.
So it's like a burning hands type of.
Burning hands.
Nice.
And
oh wow, half damage is 6, so he did like 12.
And Floon doesn't threaten, and he's he's gonna take a 5-foot step over.
Jump. Are those going up or down?
Yeah, those are going down.
So they go down to the next level or just into the room?
Yeah, it's like a sunken portion of the room.
Got it.
So even though Bry does not look so well, he runs to cut off Grumshar and whacks him with the quarterstaff.
Halfling power at advantage.
You get advantage.
Yeah. And he punches him. Wow, Grumshar does not have any armor, unfortunately.
Which is kind of lucky for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't burn you.
No, but the intellect devourer certainly did.
And Floon, yeah, he's in no condition to do anything. Anuska and Orem, you can see that Nylar he pulls out this 3-inch diameter stone orb, and you can see that it's been carved to look like an eyeball, and honestly it kind of looks like the eye stalk that Bry cut off from the gazer. Excuse me. And he says a few magical words, and this portal opens up at the circle right in front of him. And he steps through the portal, and he vanishes. And the portal closes up after him.
Okay.
And currently, you don't see any more threats.
Okay. So we're out of combat technically at the moment?
You are out of combat.
Bry slumps against the wall.
And I'm going to throw my last spell at you.
Come down and give Froon a once over.
Or is Floon conscious enough so that he will actually move and go, and or is he?
Yeah, Floon is conscious. He's just in bad shape.
Can he walk?
I'll untie him if he's tied up, then I'll search the bodies. Oh, a body, because I'm pretty sure the mine thing didn't have it.
Yes, he is. He's able to walk, and he's like, I don't know who you are, but thank you.
Volo says hi.
Volo! Hey, he's kind of what got me in this mess to begin with. Hey, give you a word of advice, brothers. Don't ever go drinking with Volo.
I'll think of our, as he sort of straightens, feeling somewhat better.
Well, I'm pretty sure we're not going to get paid anyways, but let's see what we can find in this area, guys.
Okay. Search the bodies, search the area, search all these little rooms.
Searching the bodies. Grumshar has a spell book on him. And I'm going to throw it into the party sheet. It's got Burning Hands, Disguise Self, False Life Shield, Unseen Servant, Witch Bolt, and about 100 blank pages.
Darn. Now, only if I could actually read spell books.
And you find tucked behind a stone chair is a chest that, hey, you're in luck. Contains 2 potions of healing, 16 gold pieces, 82 silver, and 250 copper pieces.
Rich.
And I'm gonna currency.
Is anybody else in the party a mage?
Sorcerers can't use spell books.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, it's amazing. We have no mages and no rogue.
Huh.
Sorcerers are spontaneous casters.
Okay.
And I'm gonna convert everything into gold pieces.
Okay.
So you found 27 gold pieces. You found the spell book. You found Floon. You did not defeat the Mind Flayer.
And he ran like a little
Shock there.
So
I'm grabbing one of those healing potions.
So I'll give you the experience for that. And oh, now that is cool. I did not know that.
What's that?
If you drag, I was dragging the encounter over to the party sheet, and I inadvertently dropped it on Orem. And
Orem got everything.
Yeah, it changed his XP.
Oh.
Did not know you could give it to individuals like that. And the other rooms that are here on the main hallway are sleeping quarters. And, you know, you're finding straw pallets, and there are some rusty manacles bolted to the walls. And that's it for everything on the east side.
Okay. And did we look in the rooms through this door over here?
You can now.
Okay.
Okay, in the center of this, I'm sorry, it wasn't a circle in the floor. It is actually a stone pillar in the center of the room. And you can see that it's been carved with a perfect circle that's got the 10 spokes radiating outwards, and in the middle of this circle is a smaller circular indentation that bears the passing resemblance to a lidless eye. And that is it for the room where he was in. The other two are sleeping quarters, and let's just unmask all this.
Can you just make any rolls for searching or investigation?
No. And let me pull up the high quality map that come with this module.
You didn't handle the experience, right?
No, not yet. I haven't. And let's unshare. And that is Xanathar. Okay, as you, Damon, going up the stairwell there, you do find another guard post that there's no guard at. And you can see a very obvious secret door down the hallway. You know, you're pretty sure that the other side of the door is well concealed.
Yeah.
But opening it, you can see it going back to the sewer.
Hey guys, I found an easier way out of this place.
Are we
Let's get out of here.
Are we just leaving those two people tied up, or are we taking them with us?
I suppose we should go back and get them.
Yeah,
Turn them into the city guard or something.
Yeah, Ooze hasn't eaten them. Let's go get them.
Okay, you go back, and the ooze has not escaped the room yet, but you know, you can see that there is some damage to the door, as well as the blankets that you stuffed underneath the door. And, you know, granted, the dwarf and Krentz is, you know, they're very excited, you know, get us out of here.
And I guess we're gonna be pulling them along in the water, all tied up. Did anyone want to take a short rest before we left, or was that Ooze probably gonna break up? We could do that.
I think we should leave and then rest at a decent place.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, unfortunately, a short rest does me no good.
Okay. You know, you get them to where they can walk, and I'm sure you're tying a rope around them to act as a leash, and you know, you're dragging them through the sewers, and eventually you come up out of the manhole, or you come up out of the first available manhole that you find, and you're emerging into the street of Waterdeep, and everyone is just looking at you with disgust. You know, you're covered in, literally covered in crap on the bottom parts of your legs, and the stench is just horrible.
I pressed digitation.
And, one of the people on the street comes over and holding their nose, trying not to gag, and, they tell you that there's a bathhouse just right around the corner.
Ask her where the nearest guard station is.
I like that all the crowd is very concerned with our smell, but doesn't mind the fact that we're leading people on road.
Yeah. Well, that's probably not that uncommon. There's probably slaves here and stuff like that. So
I don't think when the Waterdeep has slaves.
Yeah, it's not uncommon to our coast.
okay.
Well, Bri, when you come up out of there and, you're saying the shit that I have seen.
And stepped in and...
Do not go down there.
Pete, did I make a mess down there?
I think some of the muck on my feet's got some yellow spots in.
And, even before you can ask about the guard station, it's taking you all a little bit to crawl up out of the manhole, and you can see a kid anxiously leading some members of, or some guards from the city watch. They saw you come up, figured you were up to no good, and over comes the guards, and they're like, "What's going on here?"
I mentioned the captain's name that we met from the night before, so we got some people for him, and we found a kidnapped victim. Trying to be all diplomatic and kind with him, even though I'm covered in shit.
Of course, he did tell us that, he didn't want to see us do this again, so, name dropping him may not be to our advantage.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, sure.
Now, just a reminder, Orem is a former city watch.
Orem,
Yeah.
you talk to these guys.
Yeah, good idea.
No problem.
Orem, is that you?
Oh, hey, how's it going? It's been a while. Got you down here, huh?
Absolutely. You piss off the wrong people, and the next thing you know, you're out walking a beat. And speaking of walking, what have you all been walking through? You look bad.
Oh, you know how it is. You see something, you see some easier way through. You don't have to deal with all the crowds or whatever, but, it's just sometimes just a little bit quicker now. And again, I didn't expect to get this dirty, unfortunately.
And what's with the guy and the dwarf on the rope there?
Well, this guy, that's some kind of crazy drunk. I don't even know what he was on. It must have been half poison. Whatever it is. Anyways, he was causing a disturbance down here, so we figured, hey, maybe we'll bring him up, turn him in, see if maybe there's a good place to put him away for a while until he sobers up.
Yeah, we'd be more than happy to take him off your hands, but you do need to remember it's not your job anymore. But we appreciate it.
No, that's why I'm bringing him to you.
All right, and you all chat a little bit more about mutual people, and the other guard takes possession of them, of your prisoners, and they wish you all a good day and tell you to please go take a bath somewhere.
You'd say I fart, but I'm pretty sure no one knows that.
Okay.
So find a place to wash up and get some stuff.
Yeah, true to the street person's word, you do find the bathhouse really close, and
I guess it could be considered a short rest while we get watched.
absolutely.
If anyone wants to roll a hit dice, go for it. It's a nice roll.
It was. I feel much better.
Definitely feeling better.
Harry doesn't need the rest.
They take one look at him and refuse to let him in.
Well, we might as well, if we get showered and rest, we might as well take Floon to the Yawning Portal. Since I was the one that did the actual check, see if we actually get any money out of this.
Okay, after you're cleaned up and so forth, you return back to the Yawning Portal, and you can see Volo is sitting there drinking by himself with this concerned look on his face. Rainier is nowhere to be found. And when the door opens and you all walk in, Volo springs to his feet and he runs over and, he's embracing Floon and, thanking you all for a good job and, tell me all about it. And you relate the story to Volo and he's like, that's a really good story, and I'm so glad you found Floon. And Floon's telling, hey, they thought he was Rainier, and when they found out that he wasn't, they were just torturing him for the hell of it, and it seemed like the half-orc was really enjoying it.
I'll ask Floon, what were some of the questions they're asking? Maybe that can give us some insight into what they're after. Oh, where to start next? I'm pretty sure they're after whatever the dragon horde. We don't know that just yet.
Yeah, when they thought I was Rainier, they kept asking where my father had hid all the stolen dragons. And for those that don't know, the gold pieces in Waterdeep are called dragons.
Okay.
And, it took a while for me to convince them that A, I'm not Rainier, and B, I have no idea what you're all even talking about.
What did that weird squiggly face creature do anything of it? Say anything or ask anything?
Well, the half-orc was really irritated that I was not Rainier and that, his the guys, at first we were grabbed by the Xanatharum. And before they could really do any kind of questioning, the Xanathar people broke in to the warehouse and a fight happened and they grabbed me and I guess Rainier was able to hide. I'm not quite sure what happened to him, and Volo tells him he had hidden in a storeroom and come out smelling like herring and so forth. And that Rainier was safe and that he would be joining them later here at the yawning portal for drinks.
So Floon hasn't learned his lesson at all. He's going to continue drinking with Vol. So we're going to have to save him again.
Well, you know, it really wasn't Volo's fault, but it's not the first time I've gotten in trouble while drinking with Volo, ain't it? And both him and Volo just laugh at some inside private joke. And, you know, Volo's very excited and he yells over to Doran and says, you know, bring us a round of drinks and keep 'em flowing. And, you know, you all get a couple of drinks in you and so forth, and everyone's having a good time and happy. And
Hey, and I'll gesture at Demon. Water drinker. Make sure you don't forget to collect our money if the rest of us, you know, get distracted.
I was about to ask it. So there was some payment we were offered here.
yeah, Polo actually heard you say that. And, yes, yes. I guess I do owe you all payment. And he's like my friends. You know, I hate to say this, but
We hate to hear it.
I gotta confess, I don't have but just a few coins to spare. But, you know, never let it be said that Volo reneges on a promise. And allow me to present you with something much more valuable than the amount of gold that I promised you.
You know, we're down to brag. Let me guess, it's a book. It's a book.
He reaches under the table and he pulls out this scroll tube. And he unscrews the cap and he pulls out this piece of paper and he unfolds it, and you can see that it's a deed to a piece of property. And he's like, this is a deed to a very remarkable property here in Waterdeep. Of course, we'll need a magistrate to witness the transfer of ownership, but in lieu of what I owed you, I'm going to give you the deed to this manor. And, you know, you all go and take a look at it, and once you've inspected the estate and deemed it satisfactory, I'll set us up a meeting with a magistrate so we can sign on the dotted line and make it official.
Okay, can I tell if he's actually going to do this or not? Or if he's just blowing smoke up our
Yeah.
Sure he's doing
Go
it.
ahead and
Yeah.
roll the insight.
Of course, we're going to have to hire a building inspector, and I'm sure you'll be willing to pay for that.
Oh, it's
You can
a
open
fine
a B&B.
It's a fine piece of property, but, you know, it is as is.
What's the catch?
No, there's no catch. Just, you know, I don't need you all running around town saying Volo reneges on his promises, so I'm making it good for you. And Damon, you can tell that he means every word that he is saying.
Yeah, I'll lean down and tell the rest of the guys there. Oh, not lean down, just turn around. Well, he seems to be on the up and up here.
And those of you all from Waterdeep know that there is probably one small catch, and that's any time that property is transferred, that the person receiving the property generally pays the magistrate fee of 25 gold pieces. But other than that, there ain't a catch.
Can we ask Volo if he's willing to pay that since we helped him out?
Well, I guess we gotta go inspect the house first.
You know what, my friends? This piece of property cost me, just a little bit of money that, I'm taking a loss on here. But, my friend Floon, his life is at least worth 25 dragons. So, I'll be more than happy to pay the transfer fee.
It's very nice of you, Volo. We'll inspect the mansion, the manor, and get right back to you.
Okay. Do we do that now, or do we go do that in the morning?
A rest would be nice.
Because I'm assuming we've been going pretty good since we walked through this shit in the fire.
Yeah, I definitely need a rest because I need to get my spells back.
Okay, and Bobo is also more than happy to buy many more rounds of drinks, and he looks over and motions at Doran, and he's like, we talked about this before when Rainier was here, that if they come back with Floon, put all these drinks on his tab.
Ah, that explains it.
And, Doran's like, yeah, we agreed to that, and Rainier's good for it. So, you all do whatever you want. You spend many more hours drinking on someone else's tab. You still do have rooms here at the inn.
I'll get some food and some nice orange juice or something.
Okay, and let me make note here.
I'll go inspect the mansion that's probably haunted.
House. It's probably on fire.
Okay.
Or a dragon lives in it.
A lich dragon.
That a Draco Lich, yes, that would make sense.
Okay, and before I close it, these high quality maps, with the exception of the initial room of the sewer, were provided to us by Zacchaeus.
It's one of those games. I used his in when we played Legacy of the Crystal Shard.
Yeah, and I'm going to share the sewer map that came with the module. Every map in the book is like this.
Yep.
Wow.
Looks just like the old first edition ones.
Well, I think actually they were a little more neater.
The blue was nice.
Yeah. Zacchaeus had originally done them for free and posted them on the forums. And Doug's like, that's an awful lot of work for you not to be compensated. So he deleted the forum post and made them as actually a part of the module, which I thought was really cool. And
That must have taken a lot of work. Oh, I see we missed a secret door.
yeah, you missed one that was actually on the map and one you didn't go down. Or one was a secret door and one was a narrow doorway.
So what was in the room that we didn't get into?
We'll never know.
Okay.
And let's see.
Oh yeah, because we never went down the waterway that well. We just went up and on things, started working our way around.
Yeah, out of game for a moment. Like Q9 and Q12. Q9 pops up into someone's house, and they didn't know that there was a secret door to the sewer.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And
Don't bother us, ma'am. We're
Get the
just going
drink
through your dining room.
yeah, pay no attention to the shit-covered non-humans. Okay, the next morning, you set out for uh, Troll Skull Manor,
Oh, jeez, I know where this is going.
and
Did he troll us?
It's Volo.
In real life, I have no idea who Volo was.
It's like very well known for his guy.
yeah, he's the one that writes several guidebooks, and that is one picture of the mansion, courtesy of
That looks like The Sims.
Neverwinter Nights or something. And
This place looks decent.
here is a picture of the backside of it coming at you. And it's a 4-story tall building. It's got balconies and a turret and 5 chimneys. And being in Troll Skull Alley, it is one of the grandest buildings there. It's been abandoned for a little while. It's got some neglect and and where's my other one?
Why is there a die spinning around on that?
So I rolled it.
Does he normally spin that long?
No, you have to hold down Alt when you throw it. Make it just spin.
Oh, okay.
And here is an actual floor plan of the manor itself. And as you can see, on the first floor, it was a bar initially. And as you when you walk in, the tap room itself has got some broken furniture and tarnished silverware, and there's casks of wine that have turned to vinegar. And there's some worthless miscellaneous junk piled around the tap room. All the other you've got a kitchen, and inside the kitchen, you've got the fireplace for cooking and so forth. But other than the junk thrown around in the tap room, the entire first floor is empty. And as you walk through the house, you can see the odd bit of furniture laying around in the rooms and so forth. You could probably combine 2 or 3 of the sleeping rooms and actually get a full set of furniture. Everything is dusty. here and there you might find a broken window. It's obvious that this place has been unused for a while, but overall it's not in bad shape, and you could even quite possibly refurbish it and open up your own bar again.
I wonder how much gold that would take.
A lot.
Well, it could be a work in progress, or we can just get it cleaned up for now.
Yeah, give me.
Nothing jumps out on the taxes.
No. You do see the occasional rat scurrying around, but they are of the smaller variety.
Ray of Frost.
And oh, where is offhand? Just looking around and not counting for licenses and the odd bit of labor, but roughly about 1,000 gold pieces, and you should be able to get this place back open for business if you wanted.
Well, it may take a while.
Right now, it's probably make it livable.
Sounds like pretty fair payment for.
Yeah, you know, truly, this is probably a better deal than, you know, the 100 gold pieces that you were going to get initially. And you do have a base of operation and so forth.
Seems like he's playing fair with us. We should probably accept his offer.
Sounds good to me. They want to check the basement for hidden rooms, so unless it comes sneaking.
Yeah, everything on the floor plan is correct.
Okay. You see, Harry seems to think he's in the attic.
I was like, wait a minute, where the hell did that writing come from? So,
Well, let's go get this chained over to our names then.
yeah, you know, you all meet Volo back at the yawning portal, and it's roughly 11 in the morning, and Volo's sitting there drinking something non-alcoholic. It's a little early for him, and he's a little hungover from last night. And he's like, well, friends, what did you think of Troll Skull Manor?
Looks interesting. Seems like it's a fair deal.
We'll take it.
I kind of figured that you all would take it, so I set up an appointment with the magistrate at noon.
Okay.
And he's like, we've got a little ways to go to meet with the magistrate. And
then I'm not interested.
You all arrive at the courthouse in Castle Ward at Heist, and Magistrate Slimmer Helve witnesses the transfer of the deed, and it the ownership has been transferred to your group, and everything is official. And you can tell that she's a little impatient, that she's probably got more important matters to attend to than witnessing a deed. And she looks at you all and says, there's an estate transfer tax of 25 gold pieces that need to be paid. And she's looking at you all.
We point at Volo. Fork it over.
Volo's like, I was kind of hoping you all wouldn't remember, but he whips out 25 gold pieces and hands it to her, and they everyone's happy, and Volo's glad that his debt to you is settled. And after he bought a healing potion off a Doran at the bar last night, and Floon recovered some of his health and then proceeded to drink half of his health away. So, Volo apologizes that Floon wasn't here this morning, and Rainier said, he would catch up with you at some point in time now that he knows where to find you at Troskull Manor. And let's pass out some experience points. I can find my mouse. There we go.
I used Ray of Frost on it, sorry.
And bring that up. And you all now have 692 apiece out of the 900.
Looking forward to Meta Magic next level.
And just out of character for a moment, the 15 silver bars that you all appropriated, that's worth 750 gold pieces there.
You could probably put that towards keeping starting the upgrades of the house.
Good idea. Let's melt them down so they can't be traced, and then trade them in for gold, and then use that to hire somebody to fix the place.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that Volo or Rainier, or hell, even Floon might be able to help you with that. And if you haven't gathered by now, out of the 3 people that you met, Volo and Rainier can be helpful allies to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both seem pretty good so far.
And so we could probably put that money to get us far well on our way towards getting the place up and running and fixed.
Yeah.
If everyone's okay.
Rainier, even though he is estranged from his father and they haven't spoken in many, many, many years, he does have some political contact, and if you need to talk with someone of authority, he can probably arrange a meeting for you.
That's cool.
And
You what?
go ahead.
I was going to say they'll be welcome at our bar whenever they want when we get up and running. Also makes a great place for gathering information, too, if you have a good popcorn.
But Volo cannot run a tap.
That is true.
Cash up front. And, ladies and gentlemen, this is a really good stopping point for tonight.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Another fun night.
Yeah, that's good.
Kind of hoping the slime would have ate those two guys, but
We all live.
Yeah.
That's the important part. And fortunately, there was no discussion of parenting in this game. My Sunday Curse of Strahd, I had a half-orc and a pirate arguing with a drunk gypsy over proper parenting techniques. It was hilarious.
I think the Curse of Strahd I did with Rob, my own parenting technique is when I smacked a girl with a metal gauntlet.
He was a paladin. He was such a horrible paladin, beating up this poor woman just because, you know, she was totally devoted to Strahd.
Her mom was crying and had been looking for her, and she was sitting on the bed saying Strahd's a good guy, he's never harmed any children, and I got mad and I smacked her.
Across
She went
the
home.
face with a metal gauntlet. Worst paladin ever.
No kidding. So anyway, thanks for a good game. See everyone same time next week.
Yeah, see you guys next Monday.
Yeah, thanks.
See you guys.
You guys have a great evening, and hopefully we all survive the snowfall.
Yeah. I really don't want to have to worry about that snowfall, but unfortunately I'm going to have to go to work tomorrow.